No hay cámara. No tenemos cámara. Pues vaya. Se nos sabe romper. ¿Por qué está lo del contrato de New Balance seleccionado? No sé, vete a saber. Ay, Dios mío. Bueno, queríamos jugar contra Atlanta en el in-season, aunque Atlanta la verdad es que no me apetece. Prefiero jugar contra Chicago. Pero tampoco es que... Bueno, Atlanta está mejor que Chicago. Bueno, vamos a jugar contra Atlanta. Pues vaya mierda. Sí, ya sé que es in-season, por eso lo quería jugar.
Have a great game, MP. And when you do, why don't you stop
There
by
he
for some media
is, the
available?
young goat himself. MP.
Todo mal. Espera. Ya he puesto las zapatillas. A ver, jugamos contra Trey Young, ¿no? Pero no las tenía yo seleccionadas. Adidas. Venga, pues estas. Porque ni las 1 ni las 2. Bueno, es que no sé cuáles son más feas, la verdad. Venga, estas que son más reconocibles y las llevará él. Esto está bien. Y el rival que tiene. Me parece que me lo he pasado. Trey Young de 87. D'Anthony Melton. Porter Jr. Jabari Walker, este me suena de algo. Richardson. Turner. Es verdad. Es Turner el rival. Bueno, venga, pues ala. No hay que hablar con la Coach Warren porque no es partido clave. No nos lo han hecho partido clave, cosa más rara. Y vamos allá. Sin cámara. Sin tu mami. Uy. Vamos a recogerla. Hay que probarla luego en el PC. A ver si en el PC funciona. Y si en el PC no funciona, es que no funciona. Y hay que comprar otra. Ay, la pista del in-season de Indiana. ¿Me queréis pasar un balón? Gracias. Habéis tardado, macho. Eso no me sale. A ver si ahí tampoco. Bueno, ha entrado, pero no tenía que haber entrado. Venga, un balón. ¿Quién?
Don't expect a ton of points tonight. Not much scoring, Greg. Each of these teams are...
Voy a ponerme la camiseta y pasar calor. De hecho, apaga la luz de arriba. ¡Hala! Estamos sin camiseta. Estamos como queremos.
Tell us why.
¿Qué camiseta de Indiana, de Atlanta es esta, por Dios? ¡Qué fea! Mira, llevaba unas mismas zapatillas que Trae Young.
Turner is out there with Walker. Then it's DeAnthony Melton. Then it's Sadiq Bey. And it's Young in at the point guard.
Well, the speed that Trae Young has is a problem for a lot of guys who are trying to defend him. They're compromised if he comes at them.
And he sinks the second. And going back to the NBA draft night 2018, you remember this, when we first saw Luka Doncic traded for Trae Young.
And there's been so much talk about this trade, Kevin. I think we can agree both teams, it's paid dividends for both franchises. They've made immediate impacts.
Y mira dónde ha acabado Doncic.
He's quickly become one of the league's elite
Y dónde ha acabado Trae Young.
Oh, that's a great setup by MP. This guy is as unselfish as they come.
Young against Halliburton. Walker trying to free himself up. Young's shot is good.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the
23 puntos por partido, como visitante. Nada más y nada menos.
Murray kicks to Halliburton. They set the screen. And there's the pass to Kessler.
Claro, no me ibas a pasar, Kessler, tú, ¿para qué vas a hacer nada?
4 on the shot clock. For 3, Murray, good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And look at Murray's mechanics, making that corner 3 look easy.
It's Young on the wing. Rejected by Halliburton.
Métela, banquero.
Here's Banchero. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist.
Vamos 0 puntos.
Banchero's got 5.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
Murray against Melton. In the corner, Bey with it.
¿Qué hacía Bey solo?
Corners off the mark. Indiana's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter.
Venga, mis 2 primeros puntos. Gracias, banquero. Me devuelve la asistencia.
To the middle. Here's Walker.
¡Oh! ¡No! ¡Kessler! Me ha contado el tapón, ¿no? ¡No! ¡Me ha contado el tapón! ¡No me ha contado el tapón! ¡Kessler! Breakeador de tapones.
And he makes the first but misses the second.
Mete la de Jonte. Tercera asistencia. No me ha contado el tapón.
Everybody was making shots, continual flow, and a very professional win.
Here's Young, following the score by DeJounte Murray.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Y me ha contado con asistencia.
This is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Hoy no me necesitan mis compañeros en el plano anotador, pero sí en el plano de asistencia. Y Turner no ha tocado el balón, es que no lo ha tocado todavía. Ahí está el chupón de Trae Young. Ah, mira, Turner nos ha estropeado la jugada. Lleva los 6 puntos, los lleva Trae Young, tú.
Difficult to try to stick with Trae Young, especially when he's rising up there.
MP up top. Banchero, a screen on Walker to the inside.
Se le ha mordido a Sadiq Bey en la cara.
Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. Now we have a chance to the Eastern Conference Player of the Week, MP.
And the way that he has been able to kind of create something out of nothing for his teammates has been remarkable. Fantastic and timely passing combined with his vision is something that all players should aspire to have.
And stolen by MP. Here's Halliburton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Ha sido un poco duro ahí, Trey Young, ¿eh?
The Pacers shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
Bueno, ya empezamos a hacer tonterías.
Just about 75% from the line.
When you take a glance at the season and standings, Greg, teams are still kind of feeling things out.
Yeah, it's just so early in the season, Kevin, and that
O
means
sea,
teams
perdón,
still trying to
Miles Turner no toca el balón.
identity, as well as experimenting and just trying out new rotations.
Now here's Bay. Nothing on the board. Basket counts.
Es una pasada lo de Trey Young, ¿eh? Solo anota él. Pero eso a la larga es malo para un equipo. Si solo anota.
And Tyrese Halliburton gets the three.
Yo solo llevo 2 puntos. Solo llevo 2 puntos. So Doraction is clear.
Now Young. He has 7.
7 puntos Young de 8 que lleva su equipo.
Now here's Bay. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Young. Over Halliburton. And Young with the basket on the assist.
81% punteado y empujado.
Now that basket must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Melton feeling it out a bit. Walker is screen on Murray. Here's Melton. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. And here is our 2K leaderboard. These teams have been on fire over the course of the past 10 games.
Solo llevo 2 puntos. Es una cosa muy loca.
Pacers.
Well, lately their offense has been completely in sync. Guys are accepting their roles and playing unselfish basketball. That's helped them hit a high percentage of those opportunities.
Es un floppy para. Bien, Kesslerito. Me voy a sentar en el banquillo porque no me necesitan mis compañeros.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Bay against Banchero. Bay passes to Melton. Walker with a screen for Melton. And there's another turnover by Atlanta.
Now we get a chance to check out MP. Last season, he played outstanding and 11 assists. And so much of what they do on offense depends on how he plays.
Well, he attracts serious attention from the defense, and that really does open up the backside for a lot of his teammates to take full advantage.
The Pacers making a change here. Nemhard's checked in. Banchero is screened for Halliburton. And MP throws it down.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so
Terrific
far.
execution.
Well, there were 4
sí,
or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight. They might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Now here's Bay. No scoring in this one. Halliburton deciding where to go with it.
¿Pero qué ha hecho Halliburton? Llego.
Young against Halliburton. Young's shot is off.
With nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area, that's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
Passes it to Halliburton.
No me digas, la quinta.
Montero's got his 5th assist in this one. And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
And checking out the numbers for Young, coming off a terrific season, 2nd in assists, and he ranked in the top 15 in points per game, one of the league's premier offensive threats.
And back to him finishing runner-up in assists, his court vision, his ability to control the pace of a game makes him especially impossible to defend.
Pero ¿qué ha sido, Halliburton? No vayas a las ayudas, que es el mejor jugador del equipo contrario, que lleva 10 puntos, 11 puntos.
Here's Nemhard. Shots good by Montero. Montero's got 6.
I like the attacking mindset from MP. He gets deep inside there, and then he gets to work.
Young outside. Turner with a screen on Halliburton. Here's Young, here's Turner, and it's Turner finishing it off.
Primera vez que Turner toca el balón para meterla.
Pulling up, it's going to open up the two-man game. The defender forced to come out and respect the
Venga,
deep shot.
8 puntos para mí. Canastas rápidas. Si llegamos a 160 puntos hoy.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
Va a tirar.
Now here's Walker. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. What a luxury, Brent, it is to have Trae Young head up this team.
No he podido ir al rebote.
Bucket, and there's nights where you could just expect something special is coming at the hands of Trae Young. So much success in the early part of his career, and he hasn't slowed down.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice.
Ah, me ha defendido.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Young. The Hawks again can't hit. Indiana leading by 14. Here's Nemo.
A la
And
neja.
contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Indiana.
Absolutely dialed in.
Me voy a la banquillo. 15-30. 15-31. He estado 30 segundos en el banquillo.
Call time here.
Algo, o sea, querrías. ¿Por qué hace estas cosas? Es que no entiendo por qué hace esas cosas. O sea, ¿para qué me saca para 30 segundos?
Montero passes to Banchero.
Se la he dado a Porter en la espalda.
Here's Sasser. 9 points last game out. It's Turner high post. Good ball movement here by the Hawks. A solo fast break. Here's McKnight. The coast-to-coast dunk.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Turner with the screen. Can they get it? The Pacers pull it in. In this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season.
And they didn't have much of a problem with these guys last season, and quite frankly, you wouldn't expect them to. And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Over in the corner, Rose. Out to the right wing. Pass to Porter. Here is Rose. Now here's Walker. Covered by MP. Rocket 2, Sasser. Misses the three. And so MP will bring it up for the Pacers. 1:25 left in the first quarter of the game.
Métela, que a mí me da mucha risa.
Free fly. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 6 assists here tonight. They're really on their heels at this point.
6 assists.
On both ends of the floor, Kevin. They've lost some confidence along the way.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. Hachimura is checked in for Banchero. And then for Atlanta. Okongwu's checked in for Miles Turner. Richardson comes in for Walker. Young is subbed in for Rose. And it goes out of bounds.
¿Qué está haciendo Atlanta? Pero qué partido más horrible. Pero qué partido más horrible de Atlanta. O sea, 5 de 11, 1 de 1, 0 de 1, 0 de 2, 0 de 1, 0 de 3. Qué partido más horrible.
Pacers leading by 23. And here is MP. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. Driving the lane, Howard wide open. And the Pacers another three.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category.
¿Qué hace Michael Porter de la pivot?
Kicks to Young. To the paint. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
And look at that. The vision is why.
Vamos a ver McKnight cómo tira de triple.
MP with it. 10 points for him. With the drive, all sorts of time, and the Pacers tack on 2 more.
Pues me ha tirado de triple. ¿Cómo que no lo he hecho bien? Sí, lo he hecho bien.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him, they appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Young looking it over. 4 on the clock. The Hawks need to get off a shot here.
And they've done well
La han
in taking
metido,
advantage
tío.
of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball.
Ah, no me ha dado
in the
tiempo.
favor of the
And so it's Indiana.
Porque sí quería pedirla. A ver cuánto tiene Van Knight de triple. 77. Por eso se ha acercado.
Finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy.
Qué bien nos lo pasamos comprando una cámara nueva.
Welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Pacers here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they
Es que no
showed
tira.
some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. Michael Porter's out there with Okongwu. And it's
Oh,
Young,
la novena.
and it's
Tengo
Rose,
más asistencias
and
que
it's Spencer
rebotes.
in a shooting guard.
Más asistencias que rebotes.
He wants no part
Y solo 10
of a
puntos.
comeback
Normalmente
in
llevo
this.
15
Well,
o
he's
16.
grabbed the
Ay, le he
key
dejado
in the
tirar.
blanket 'cause he's putting this one to
Le he
bed.
dejado tirar al
And now
tirador.
let's send it over to the sidelines and get a
Claro, porque
report
no vas a
from
dejar
David
tirar al
Aldridge.
no tirador.
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against Cleveland was phenomenal. He finished with 47 points, and what a game it was, posting a triple-double. He put on a show. Those were ridiculous numbers he put up. We'll see what he has in store for an encore. Can't wait to see. Kevin?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
To the wing right side.
¡Mierda!
Stolen by Okongwu. Outside, Porter
No puede meter eso.
hits it from three-point range. Porter's got 6 points.
And you really want to step up and try to make Porter make a move right there. The three ball look easy.
Howard with a screen on Porter. The drive by MP. And there's Howard. That's good on the assist by
Iba a decir que tengo el triple doble, pero no, me falta un rebote. Oye, he llegado
Yeah,
antes a las
he's in the zone
asistencias,
right
a 10
now on
asistencias
offense, guys.
que a 10
Building
rebotes.
off that efficient
Y solo
first
12
quarter.
puntos, para que veáis cómo está el partido de raro. No digo diferente, digo raro.
Shot from the low block. That doesn't go. He's 5 of 12 on the night. Indiana's gotten all but one of the three-pointers to go down in this game. They've gone 7 of 8 so far. And that one's good.
Asistencia número 11.
Unwilling to let
Yo.
up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And the basket by Rose.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
¡La 13! No me lo, o sea, la 12, no me lo puedo creer.
And that's a solid flush from Hachimura.
Pero que solo sé dar asistencias. Oye, que llevo tantas asistencias como puntos. ¿Qué está pasando?
Inside. Nembhard grabs the board.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Ay, me ha
You
defendido
can
por
see
ti en
when
el
it's
último
that
momento.
close, players reacting. Just, oh man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Here's Sasser. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Sasser's got his first
¿Cuántas canastas he
2
fallado ya?
points of the
2.
night.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
MP kicks to Howard. To the inside.
Que la quiero hacer yo.
MP throws it down.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
There's the pass to Okongwu. Here's Sasser. He's guarded by Howard. Passes it to Young. In Atlanta again with the bucket.
And
Es
you can see
ridículo lo
why
de Trey
this
Young,
team
está siendo
depends on
ridículo
Young for a big chunk of
los
their
tiros raros que está
offensive
haciendo.
production. This guy is a pure scorer.
Nembhard, the pass to MP. Outside Howard. Rebounded by the Hawks. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, so close in that one, but that's of no solace to the players. They played their hearts out.
You want to respond in kind, but that last game, it was an effort that most of the time can get you a win. You ran into a tough opponent who was playing at a high level.
Hachimura, the pass to Montero.
Hola, Trellao.
And for Rui, that guy was wide open, so that's an easy delivery.
Now Young. He had a 36-point outing in the last game against Washington. Pass to Porter. That one, no good.
Bien, Luman Knight.
The Pacers have gone 7 of 9 in their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense.
Venga, canastón para mí.
What they want with that incredible slam.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Out left to the wing. And Dinwiddie sends it right off the glass. Pass to Sasser.
No llego.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Goes back up.
Toma!
That rejection, MP throwing himself around on the defensive end.
And the dunk
Wow.
by MP.
Tapón y transición.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends.
Tapón y transición. Fucking crazy, fucking crazy.
And the foul on Rui Hachimura. That is his first foul of the game. Paolo Banchero's checked in for Indiana. Halliburton comes in for Hachimura.
Estoy de pivos.
Young passes to Walker. Howard against Bay. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. With this break in the action, we can show you the teams that had the most rebounds last season. In third, the Pacers.
It was really an impressive campaign for their bigs. And honestly, I think the whole team did a great job of getting bodies on bodies and controlling that defensive backboard.
DeJounte Murray, he's checked in for the Pacers. Basket, good. That's now 22 points for MP.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Les estamos dando una paliza considerable, ¿eh? A ver, Okongu. Tira. Okongu no tira triples.
Young in the corner. Shot to stop the run. Here's Okongwu. The shot is good.
Tosigado al 100%. No puede ser.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and
Le
collect
deja
that
pasar a
rebound in the
Okongu.
possession.
It's tipped.
Esa no era la jugada, eso lo tengo bien claro.
Howard. Now the pass to Young.
Llevo muy pocos puntos. Es una pasada.
Clock at 6. Okongwu with a screen on Murray. Melton, no good. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers.
Delante de Trellao.
At Chicago after this one. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Here's Young. And the rejection by MP.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Qué mal, ¿no?
Fade away.
Ah.
One hits back iron.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
To the middle.
Ahí se me ha ido.
Okongwu slams it in.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Here's MP.
Pero es que Okongu me está agarrando.
Halliburton against Young. And Tyrese Halliburton hits from deep. Halliburton's got 10 points in the game.
This is a
Pero ¿cómo es
veteran
que
play
no agarra
call by
tanto con-
Halliburton, getting some aid from his teammates instead of trying to do it all by himself.
Now the Pacers moving it up. Tries from 10. That's good on the jump shot. Halliburton's got 5 points now this quarter.
Capitalizing on the era, grinding out points, you gotta love it.
That's why you can't afford to just turn it over to him, because he's going to do stuff like that to make you pay just right down the throat.
Joder, qué
And we see players
suerte.
sometimes, Greg, after a change of venue, they change teams, suddenly taking the next step. What can key that leap?
Kevin, it's not all just opportunity and fit. I think there can be a mental
No he
component
tirado triple,
as well. A fresh start can give you a blank canvas to try new
Me he
things.
dado cuenta que tenía el de los triples. Creí que era el de los rebotes. Cago en 10.
Halliburton against Young. Six on the shot clock. From the wing. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him.
They've shown
Triple!
their work on the boards has been impressive.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
And Young kicks to Bay.
Defiende.
Back to Young. Over Halliburton. Kept alive. Pass to Bay. That falls.
Joder,
Nice
macho, ese
step
era
time
tuyo.
From Walker.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
MP with a screen on Young. Floats it
saldrá,
up
¿no?
for MP. Young with the steal. Over Howard. Young, no good.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Now, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Trae Young has been talking smack from a young age. He said if I was doing something nice, I wanted to let them know about it. Once he got to the NBA, Trae says, I was more of a fan of the guys I was going against. Once I got out of that mindset and started being competitive and talking a little trash, that's when everything clicked. Kevin?
David, not shy at all. Thank you. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Young with the steal. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Young's got 4 this quarter.
And right now, I don't think he could hit a barn the way he shot this quarter. How about 2 of 10?
MP with a screen on Young. Floats it up for MP.
Hombre.
Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how about that connection? MP just up off the deck, and he soars to throw that one down.
Atlanta's gone 4-6 from long range in the second quarter. Solid shooting. Young passes to Bay. Back to Young. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And Okongwu slams it in.
He pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
¿Dónde ha salido Okongwu?
Stupendous alley-oop. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. MP with a screen on Young. Halliburton against Young. Halliburton passes to MP.
Venga, vamos a hacer un pop.
No,
ha querido hacer un pop.
And it's Banchero missing. MP getting it done for the Pacers. And his big game
45-80.
That quarter sees him get over 30 points. We come back right after this.
Let's hear it for your arena entertainment.
And as we...
Their D has been like Swiss cheese, fellas. Thin with huge holes. I think any of us would put 30 on these guys, even you, Ernie.
And now, let's take a look at the Rookie of the Year race so far.
The prospects in this class have really impressed.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
We've got Murray. Walker Kessler is out there with MP. Then it's Halliburton. And it's Banchero in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Here's Murray. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the layup. Murray's got 7 points.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Turner with a screen for Young. Over Halliburton. And it's MP with the rebound. MP's got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
¡Toma,
Talent on full display for MP. This guy's putting on a clinic.
A clinic.
Young passes to Bay. Little over a minute gone here in the second half.
¿Dónde vas, Sadik Bey?
That shot off. Great defense that time from Banchero. You know, Greg, one place you really see Walker Kessler making his presence felt is on the defensive end.
And boy, he has got a nose for blocks, doesn't he? I mean, able to detect shots forming and get a
Antes de iros, colócame el...
It is such a gift.
¡Oh! Colócame el portátil de casa en tu mesa para probarlo con la cámara. Mira, 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 mira. Wow. Ey, quiero ver otra vez el alley-oop. Mierda. Mira, mira el alley-oop. Se la he pasado a Murray. No veo. La he pedido. Y zanganica. De hecho, no hay momento fotográfico porque estaría bien un momento fotográfico de esto.
Porque luego has metido un triple.
No, lo he fallado. Hombre, no es que se me vea muy bien, pero... Estrella... Venga, que se vea Trey Young.
How's this guy to make such a big difference on that side of the ball?
MP with a screen on Turner. Halliburton, that's good.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Bay against Banchero. Looking to end the run. Bay, no good.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Canasta 37, vamos. Hemos fallado 4 canastas en todo el partido. Una de ellas triple.
Young against Halliburton. Walker with his screen for Young. Down low.
Falta de Halliburton, 2+1.
And one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Well, this team has trusted Young's ability to run an offense, and that includes him finding teammates.
The Hawks have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight.
And look back a season ago, they did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
And the dunk by MD.
They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
Well, the game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
Turner with a screen on Halliburton. Young for 3. MP grabs the miss. MP's got 15 rebounds here tonight.
Bueno, si me dejáis tirar. ¡Ajá!
MP's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Left side, Turner. Young outside. Pass to Bay.
No veo.
On the wing, Melton. He's covered by Murray. The Hawks again can't hit. Indiana's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter.
And he's done the
Cubierto el 28%. Ha llegado a cubrirme Sadik. ¿Qué Sadik?
Melton passes to Turner.
Buena defensa.
Pacers with the rebound. MP's got his 16th rebound on the night.
Ay, me ha defendido.
Walker with the rebound.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
And the pass to Bay for the 3. Pacers with the rebound. Kessler's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the
44.
first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
Oh, that's a terrific pass by the big fella. Banchero.
Que llevan 48 puntos en 2 cuartos y medio,
as his career progresses.
Turner for 3.
Hombre, Miles Turner metiendo un triple. ¿Cómo echamos de menos eso en Indiana?
Here's Indiana. They're on a 16-6 run. For 3, Murray. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
First team foul.
Well, since coming into the league, Murray's worked so hard on his free throw shooting. It's really paying off.
And he's good on the second.
Que ha sido de triple.
Well, many people say
Diciendo cuántos tira.
favors the offense. Brent, do you agree with that?
Absolutely. That's what this game is about. It's about scoring. And so there aren't many rule changes that are going to stop guys from being as potent as they've been offensively, especially over the last couple years.
Young against Halliburton. And here's Walker outside. Montero grabs the miss. Montero's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Indiana again missing. Atlanta's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Outside Turner. Passes it to Melton. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Walker Kessler. That'll be his second foul of the game. Pass to Young. Back to Bay. Melton passes to Turner. 5 to shoot. From beyond the arc.
Murray with that great burst of speed. That helps him stay right on top of his man.
To the paint. Banchero finds MP. Banchero outside. For 3, Murray gets it to go from beyond the arc. Murray's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Walker is screen on Halliburton. Young pass to Walker. The shot by Turner no good. Pacers have gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. Here's MP in the
26.
Great court awareness by Murray, just whipping that pass right over to the wide open man.
No recuerdo yo una paliza así.
Floats it up for Walker. Got a piece of it. And it's Halliburton penetrating, and the layup's good off the glass. 17 points for Tyrese Halliburton. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Pacers.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
38.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
This team did something in halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
Un pop con Turner acaban de hacer y la meten. Es que Turner es muy alto y tira muy bien. Lo sé muy bien.
Murray, the pass to MP. MP sets the screen for Banchero. And again, it's Indiana converting.
And you can tell Banchero trusts his guys. He knows they'll help him find a good look.
Halliburton against Young. Walker is screen on Halliburton. Shoots. Walker's shot is off.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Montero, no good.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
And Walker kicks to Young. Three-pointer. MP grabs the miss. Montero's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. And he makes that one. Murray's got 10 points in just the second half.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Melton passes to Young. He feeds it to Walker. And
tapón.
Rejection by MP.
Ah, que no hemos cogido el rebote.
And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Some changes for Indiana. Howard's checked in for Banchero, and it's Lonnie Walker in for Murray. Here's Porter. That's tipped, and as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big.
Había llegado tarde,
The Pacers making a switch here. Nemhard's checked in. Richardson, he's checked in for Atlanta. Rose comes in for Melton. Here's Rose. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Richardson finds Rose. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good.
2 más 1.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Jones checked in for Richard.
And you guys, a big part of what makes MP special is his incredible work ethic. This is a guy who's just always in hustle mode, every play trying to do more for his team.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Now, here is Halliburton. He's got 17. Pass to Kessler. Here's Montero. 6 to shoot. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. Here's Rose.
Minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Pass to Sasser. Back to Rose. Throws it up high. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Indiana's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Here's Nemhard. He's covered by Rose. Howard gets the screen from Montero. Howard can't hit. Here's the Hawks with the ball. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for them. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Pacers. On Friday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Chicago Bulls. Then on Sunday,
Clint Capella,
they'll be
los Chicago
facing
Bulls.
Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And you know, for that matchup with Oklahoma City, on paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused. And he wasn't taking any chances on that shot. MP goes up strong for that flush.
And it's Indiana's ball. They're on a 20-7 run. And MP throws it down.
Well, him dominating the offensive end is what accounts for this lead. Just a very difficult guy to stop once he gets going.
Young finds Rose. To the inside. Here's Porter. And
Le he hecho falta Porter.
Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, Porter just coming at him right now. He takes the foul, he keeps pushing, and then he gets the bucket.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
77% shooter at the line a season ago. Those are better than average numbers.
Inside, here's Montero, and MP throws it down.
Ganamos de 59 y ellos llevan 61 puntos.
When it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Down low, and it's blocked, and he keeps control of the ball. Here's Halliburton. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist.
Poco se habla de lo que acabo de hacer. No solo del pase, sino lo que le acabo de hacer a Michael Porter Jr. Mira. Dame el balón. Y he visto que Harry salía para allá. Qué bonita.
19 points for Tyrese Halliburton.
Y no me contó como pase espectacular.
Shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Young against Halliburton. And here's Young. He's got 16. Okongwu with the screen for Young. Another shot. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. And so it's Indiana able to put on a show for the age. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And Atlanta has possession. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. We've got Okongwu.
El séptimo tapón. El séptimo tapón.
And it's Sasser in at the 2. Here's Walker. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Rose passes to Porter. He kicks it to Okongwu. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. 12 points for Onyeka Okongwu.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the
Onyeka.
open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
MP with a screen on Young. Floats it up for MP.
Toma!
The alley-oop slam.
And how about the creativity from MP? Understanding how to slice up the D there with a little flair.
1 minute now into this fourth quarter. So it's the Hawks now. Young outside. Kicks it to Okongwu. Brett, you're in a team's front office, and the voices of sports medicine experts seem to be carrying more weight than ever before.
Yeah, it's been so interesting to see the way that the league is navigating this, because it's hard to say where the proof is that load management is actually working. I mean, during the time that I was playing, I remember Karl Malone and John Stockton getting 82 games in at 38 minutes a night, never missing a contest. So we'll see if time does tell that guys will get back on the floor and play a little bit more often.
5 on the clock.
Dentro.
Avalanche. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
It's Young on the wing. Floats it up for Rose.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. For Indiana, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. MP with a screen on Young. On the wing, MP. Screen by MP. Porter pulls it in.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
There's the double team with Walker. There's Rose with the three. Knocks down the three ball. Rose has got 5 points now in the quarter.
You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Nembhard the pass to Montero. And yep, another basket. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Here's Young. The Pacers pull it in. The tray.
Triple!
MP with the basket on the assist by Howard. Howard's got 5 assists tonight.
Well, he just nailed his second three of the half, guys. I'd be very aware of that if I were the defense right now.
But still, eventually, you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Here's Nembhard. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
No doubt for me, the offense looks better in the second half. They've been able to dial down those turnovers, and that's been a huge help.
Walker's checked in for Rose. For Indiana, they've gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7. Spins. The pass to MP. Walker in the corner. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
Man, if you're going to grab that thing, he just lazily reaches out for that, and the result is it's deflected right off of his hand.
So it's the Hawks now. Here's Sasser. Pass to Porter. Dishes it to Young. Back to Porter. And it's Walker, top of the key. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. To the middle, here's MP. And MP throws it down.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Young passes to Porter. And Young kicks to Walker. Pass to Porter. Takes the three. And it's MP with the rebound.
Sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
And
69.
throws it down.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Porter finds Okongwu. And that one's good by Porter.
And Porter's height and length around the basket is going to help him create opportunities to score.
Walker goes in. No good. Walker with some nice D. Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Porter passes to Young. Hard to believe, isn't it, Brent? The three-point line was introduced as a 1-year trial back in 1979.
Yeah, crazy. It was so successful in the ABA, and then the 79-80 season kicks in. And if you remember, Kevin, Chris Ford, the first player from the Boston Celtics that was able to knock down the NBA's official first three-pointer.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Hawks shooting 55% in the 4th. They are executing late. Pass to Okongwu. Back to Young. And the rejection by MP. And
8 tapones.
They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Howard with it, fires the three, and Indiana another three.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times. Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
And MP throws it down.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
And So it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Montero grabs the miss.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
For Atlanta, they've got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and the rejection by MP.
9.
To the inside, and the dunk by
9
MP.
tapones.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. Young outside. Lets it go.
Uy, podía haber sido el 10.
That one rolling around and rims out. Indiana's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Here's Nembhard. Fires for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Nembhard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
On its way from Young for 2, and hits one. Maybe he's ready to get back on track. Young's got 20.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that
37.
And they know for next time, don't let him establish position down low.
Yeah, when he's this close to the basket, it's a wrap.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Outside, Porter takes a 3, and the rebound goes to the Pacers.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially
9.
Lead passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride, so full speed, 2 points.
Here's Sasser. The pass to Okongwu. The kick out to Young.
Ay, he hecho el carrera.
Brent, aren't even you amazed at the size
Del
of coaching
décimo.
staffs and all the support people these individual teams have
Que
now?
cuestionarla.
And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original.
The previous play is under review.
A lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
To make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
That's good from Walker.
Llevo 46 minutos, voy a jugar todo el partido.
Both shots good from the stripe. Indiana's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. To the paint, here's Montero. Rebound, Atlanta. Walker's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Melton against Walker. And Walker kicks to Melton. Walker with a screen for Bay. Shot clock at 6. The 3.
Y ahí está.
Rejection by MP.
10 tapones. Cuádruple doble.
Shot clock at 2. Melton misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Kent, the pass to Nembhard. Here's Montero. Down low. inside. Here's Kent. Boom, he jams it straight down.
MP's got great court vision, and he enjoys creating that scoring opportunity for his teammate.
Atlanta's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Pacers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, but an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display.
81.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for MP.
Not sure what else the coaching staff could ask for. He contributed in every facet of the game tonight, racking up a triple-double.
Unbelievable performance. He's got a quadruple-double. That one good for 2.
And there's some agility as Trae Young maneuvers to the shot he wants.
And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Walker the pass to Montero. Walker with some nice D. 1 second. Separating the shot clock. Here's Melton. No good on the 3. Stolen by Walker. Now Young. To the paint. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. And they are prevailing when it matters.
Se acabó.
Up their second in season.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Gustav Porzingis. 81 puntos, 30 rebotes, 16 asistencias, un robo, 10 tapones, cuádruple doble, 75% en tiros de campo, cuádruple doble. Cuádruple doble. Jugando yo. La máxima dificultad. No se puede jugar más difícil. Hoy sin cámara porque no nos ha funcionado la cámara. Tengo que ver qué ha pasado. Ahí está 1 por 6. Es una vergüenza. O sea, Atlanta es uno de los peores equipos que nos hemos echado a la cara. Cuádruple doble.
I didn't even know a quadruple double was possible. That's wild, man.
No hay nada. Fuera, nos vamos a la salida. Cuádruple doble. No vamos a jugar contra Chicago. No vamos a jugar contra Chicago. No vamos a jugar contra Chicago. Venga. Pues vamos a simular hasta aquí. Ganamos en Chicago. Ganamos en Filadelfia. Y ganamos en OKC. Chicago 54-22-10. En Filadelfia 74-19-15. En OKC 97-44-14. Está el equipo muy bien. 2 a 4 semanas, 4 a 6 semanas. Venga, pues aquí lo dejamos. ¿Cuánto dinero tenemos ya? 85.000. Venga, hasta luego.